Look at how open this space is, you guys. If you're just joining us, we took that, which is an old clothesline pole, which was right in front of my gate, so I couldn't get the wheelbarrow through. It was just really, and people kept bumping their heads on it, so it's gone. The terrible pole is gone. It was really good for harvesting animals, but that's okay. I'll find something else. And look at this. Woo! It just swings wide. It used to just open about that much, and then it would get stuck. I was always squishing through, getting caught on it and stuff on the chicken wire, so nice, really, really, really nice. Huge shout out to my son John, and of course Elijah helped so much, and we used pulleys and levers and we got the job done. So excited. It is so nice to have. And remember, you guys, I said if there's one thing I could change on my homestead, it would be this. It would be this gate, getting it to open further, because every day I came in my chicken yard, I was squeezing through that, and so excited that that's fixed. Things are really moving on the homestead. And this is the project that I was gonna have my son John help me with, is leveling the foundation for the hoop coop. But he said, Mom, what's wrong with your gate? It hardly opens. We can't build this. We can't build this, taking all our materials on our tools and stuff through this. We can't even get the wheelbarrow in here. And I was like, I know, John, it's terrible. I can't even get my compost, you know, into a wheelbarrow and out. And so he is the type of person that just loves to fix things, and
fix it immediately because I'm extremely smart.
That's right. Eli came up with some really good ideas on how to get that.
At the end, I had the best idea.
He did.
Both projects, the giant pool and the fence.
He did. He kept trying to tell us what to do, and we were like, no, 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 we'll do it this way. And then finally we did it his way, and it worked. It was great. Great minds. So we just have to level this big mound of dirt that's still left. And then I'm going to turn around these gates to open out, because I kind of use the deep litter method. I always put straw and leaves here and everything, so it's not so muddy when I come in to feed the chickens, and they love it. And so it always just builds up against this gate. So while they dug it out right now, it will not stay that way. When it rains, it'll like build up against the gate again. Okay, we leveled the ground out pretty good. And now we're gonna try to turn those gates around so they open out. So as you would have it, the last screw that we need to get out to switch the gate is stripped. Of course. Rusty and stripped. Okay, we're gonna keep trying though. We're not gonna let that stop us.
Look what it came off in the...
Yeah, now it's stripped. Lots of rust. All right, well, we're not gonna let that stop us. We're gonna find a way. It's moving! Yay! Where there's a will, there's a way. 4 hours later. No, Eli's got this going on. He's got a good system going on here. We're almost there. And Nala is keeping all the chickens inside in the yard. Aren't you a good girl? Good girl. Keep them in there. My good farm dog. That's why I love you. Hey guys, I'm working on attaching the chicken wire to this wrought iron fence because my chickens are just leaving. There are some gaps and from switching the gate around and holes, and it's higher, and yeah, the little ones are just leaving. So, well, Nala is being driven crazy keeping them all in here, so she's enjoying a challenge for the day. But I wanted to introduce you to my new best friend, my new best homesteading friend. You guys all probably have one of these, you probably know about this, but I just found out about hog-nose pliers, and I think they're called hog clips, fence clips or whatever. They fit in these little, and again, if you already know this, you're like, oh, okay, I already knew this, then just, you know, fast forward. But they fit in here, and I'll show you. I don't know how I've been homesteading for like 10 years and not known about these or been using them. Watch. So I got them for my hoop coop project, and Living Traditions Homestead was the one that did the hoop coop project, so I will link up to that video down below if you're interested in that. But this is where I learned about them, from Living Traditions Homestead, about, you know, getting ready for my hoop coop project. I bought these. Look at that. So much better than zip ties, because zip ties only last a short amount of time, I found. At least the ones that I've been using. Whoop whoop. My new best friend right there. Alright, you guys, we got tons done today. A lot of the chicken wire really done really well with my new friends. And then I have been thinking for a long time about upgrading this to a power one, like a battery powered one. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get this new toy. So I'm gonna finish up the stapling with my new toy. I think I deserve it, and I use it so much on my homestead that I think it's gonna be a great asset. So, super proud of what we've done today. What was your big victory today? I've got my baby today, and Papa Hunter's here, so I'm taking care of him too. So I need something a little smaller for my little first step today. So I'm working on this. I'm working on this little coop today because this part it was coming apart because I used nails. I wood glue, finishing nails and wood glue, but no, that was not appropriate. So I did screws. I went back and did screws. So yes. So now I'm going to attach this, and the reason I'm doing this is I need this little coop because I've got a broody hen. And everyone insists on still laying here in this basket around her, on top of her, beside her. So it keeps adding to her clutch. So it's not like she's going to be able to hatch them. And besides, it is really, really hot. So I need to put her in broody jail, which is going to be this little coop right here. So if you have a flock, you're probably going to need a broody jail. So I was able to take this little project inside and work on it on the kitchen table. So that was good. While I had baby running around. So that's good. Because with the way it was, this whole trim was falling off and this whole thing was falling off, and I need to make sure she's safe. So this lifts up to nest boxes and the whole thing, so I don't want a critter to be able to come, and so I put this safe latch on it because I don't want a critter to be able to come and get her. All right, so it looks really safe now, so let's go get our broody hen. Let me finish. Well, I got one more screw. Come on, little Miss Broody. Oh, look where they laid their eggs in the coop. Right here. They found another place other than under you. Broody, jail for you. I appreciate you trying to lay eggs, hatch eggs, but it is awfully hot for that. About 3 days in broody jail will do it. Got you food and water. I actually wish you would sit on a nest of eggs and hatch them out, but when I try to move the eggs to this part where there are no hens adding eggs to the clutch every day, then she doesn't sit on them anymore. So, oh well. Not sure how to figure that out, but.
Nyala wants to look at the broody hen.
Hi.
No, you're such a good one.
Hi, farm dog. The other small step I wanted to get done was work on some shade for these plants. I'm out here watering, but everything is so hot and dry. It's like a record hot summer this year. So, well, peppers love sunshine. They don't love this much sunshine. Normally I have some tomato vines over here. My idea was to plant okra over here to shade them, but I haven't got my okra up very good yet. It's just little bitty. So I'm gonna have to give these guys some shade for sure. So I bought shade cloth online, a big tarp of it. I was wondering what would be a good thickness for my area, and I got varying opinions, but I'm thinking the intensity of your sun really does regulate how much sun you want to go through, so the thickness or the thickness of the shade you want. So I ended up with 70%. I hope that's okay. Like I said, it was hard to land on an opinion. I got very different thoughts on that. So let's give it a try. And if I feel like they're getting way too much shade, I will take off the morning sun side, the east side, and just leave the west side. So basically just cover this panel so they won't get west sun. But I'm gonna try this first. All right, since I want to easily just take it on and off to water and do different things, harvest, I'm just gonna try the old brick method like I do with my frost cloth. And for now, and if I need a more substantial method, if it starts to blow off and stuff, then I'll do something else. You guys, what are your shade structures? Best shade structures against the wind, everything. Give them to me in the comments. I would love, love, love to hear. If you have pictures, I could send you my email address so you could email me your best shade structures and I'll put them on the next video. All right? So yeah, send me your shade. I do have to say that it's very windy here. The wind just is a lot. So I did really work on a shade structure. I don't know if I can find a picture of it. It was a long time ago. I attached PVC together to make like a roof and going down to the bed, like a tent over the bed with a roof type with PVC frame, and covered it with shade cloth. And it was in my neighbor's yard like the next day. And when I screwed it down, it was all glued together with PVC glue, and I spent a lot of time on it. So that kind of discouraged me from individual shading individual beds or spending a lot of time on something, because the wind just picked it up and broke the screws and everything, and broke it out of the screws and took it away. So, I do have one shade structure that's working for me. Let me show you. On this bed, I just used my hoops that I use for winters. They were already there. I have plenty of hoops like that. And they are getting morning / afternoon sun, but the late west sun they are not getting in the heat of the afternoon. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough shade for them, but they seem to be thriving. This is squash, and I've got one Swiss chard left that's going to make it hopefully all summer into fall. And then I've got my wonderful purslane that I need to harvest and eat. All right, there's my first baby squash. This one is lemon squash. So there's my first one. I've got some others here. Yay! Looking forward to eating squash. And my tunnel trellis, the green bean vines are providing some shade to the plants underneath. And tomatoes were providing shade, but obviously, as you can see, they are on their way out. But it's almost time to plant new ones if I want to plant there. So, yes, and I could cover this with shade cloth for sure. That might be a good idea. So we'll see. Yeah, I want to see your ideas for shade. I kind of wish when I had designed my garden, I had put full-size poles on the four corners and then throughout the garden, and been able to hook up like a greenhouse shade structure over the whole garden for the summer. Now, I'm not sure what the city would have thought about that. I had enough trouble just doing a front yard fence to keep out the rabbits. So I really had to go to bat for that. So I don't know, but I know in downtown Dallas and Bonton Farms, they have complete shade that they can put up and then remove for the summer months. So that would be awesome. And if I were in my backyard, that is absolutely, in Dallas, Texas, that is absolutely what I would do. So if you are designing your first garden, think about shade for the summer months when you're designing it. That might, the type of fence you put around it, you might do poles with hooks so that you can just cover it. I know downtown in Bonton Farms, they also said that it really helps the workers that want to come and work on the farm, because nobody's going to be working in the heat of the day under that hot sun. So it also would probably help me if I had a complete shade, just to come out here, enjoy the garden, and be able to work in the garden even in the summer months. So yeah, it's definitely something to think about. It's on my wish list someday, not this summer, but someday I hope to have my whole garden shaded. I also got some clips just to help hold it on. I will link in the description, the video description, what I bought. And like I said though, if you're in an area that doesn't have as intense sun, then you might want to go with 40 or 50% shade. I went with 60 to 70% shade. So yeah, you'll have to decide on your climate, look around and see what's good for you. Somebody's gonna help me feed the fish today. Yay! Swinging barefoot with the summer sound of cicadas filling the skies. How about that for an alliteration? It's summer in Dallas, Texas. We're so thankful for shade. Making sugar syrup for bees. So basically it's 1 part sugar, 1 part water, but that's the lazy way. It's really by volume, but it's too complicated. So 1 part sugar, 1 part water, warm it up to dissolve, and go feed your bees. Hey you guys, I'm just gonna check on my little hive, little swarm I caught the other day, and change out their syrup. and just see if they're in there. I really don't see any coming and going, but they're probably just drinking up syrup and building comb. So hopefully they're in there. Let's go check them out. They are all out of sugar. Let's see. Oh yeah. Lots of bees in there scraping up the last of it. Okay, I've got some more for you girls. There you go. I'm just gonna take a look. Ooh! Oh my goodness. There was a lot of bees on that comb. Sorry girls. Maybe they're building down at this end. Sorry girls, I just disturbed you. There were a lot of bees on that comb. Okay, or on that top bar. Let's check out this end. This is the end where the entrance is that they are not going in and out of. Okay. Alright, so no one down at this end. Well, that makes sense. Maybe they just want to hang out and build close to the sugar syrup. That would make sense. They're all... Oh, they built a lot of comb. Can you guys see that? See that beautiful white comb there? They have been so busy. Take this off so I can get it down in there. Look at that, you guys. They're doing great. So it's a good sign that the queen is there. We've got the queen. They're building comb for her. So white right now. Look at that fresh new comb. They are busy drinking the sugar syrup. There's the entrance to their feeder right there to the sugar syrup. They're just hanging out at this end of the hive, drinking sugar syrup. I guess there's no need to come and go until they have something to fill up. Great. Yay, that's good news. All right, girls, enjoy your syrup. I'm just doing a check on all the hives that we have right now. This one is the one we recently split a couple weeks ago. And the bees are coming and going. That is what I love to see. We put a queen in here, if you didn't see. Look at that, you guys. They are busy working. My reflections there. I hope you guys can see. They're busy working on that comb. Let's scoot down this way. There we go. The observation window is so fun. They've got a lot of fresh comb built there. Awesome. And down here we have our queen excluder there. We put in so that when they fill up the hive, the honey will be on this side with no eggs or larvae in it, and it'll be easy to harvest. And the main part of the hive will be on this side. Awesome. Love it. Homestead victory for sure. Homestead backyard beekeeping victory. Then this is the really healthy hive that we split just a few weeks ago. And we harvested honey. Got 10 quart jars of honey out of it. looks like the top isn't sitting very good, so they're all lined up here. Look at how full this is, you guys. If you can see that. It is just jam-packed with bees. And it's got the queen excluder. Where is it? I think it's right here. Yeah. Look at all those bees. Man. Okay. I was attracting some love and attention. Let me see if Dawn has sugar syrup on these, because it is a dearth. No syrup. I'll see if I can get some from him, or for them. And this is the 4th hive we have. This one swarmed last week, and I was able to catch the swarm and hive it up. But I do not have a place for these ones. So I'm gonna have to make or purchase a hive for them. Or I could pass them on to another beekeeper. We'll see. I have thought about putting another beehive in the corner where the barrels are. There's one hive there, so it'd be right there. And I'm toying around doing a Langstroth maybe, because I'd love to show you guys. A lot of people probably would go with the Langstroth because you can just order the kits and get started. So that might be a good thing to do, to show you guys how to get that, how to work one of those hives. So we'll see, but I would love to get the hoop coop built. There's the foundation. Would love to get that built before we stuck another hive over there. But we'll see.
This gate opening is such a homestead victory for me. You guys share in the comments your latest homestead victory. And also, don't forget, show me your shade structures. I want to see how you make shade in your homestead garden.